I'm going to let this lovely lady introduce herself.
I'm Yvonne Townsend, and if you follow me on Facebook, my maiden name is in there, so Yvonne Ferbet Townsend, but call me Yvonne.
And Yvonne, I found you on Facebook, and your story intrigued me so much, and that's why I reached out to you. Why don't you tell the people what you're doing here at the lake if they don't already know?
Okay, I am attempting to kayak the entire shoreline of the Lake of the Ozarks, and I am currently at 880 miles. It is said that there's 1,150. We'll see. I don't know. I may correct their figure when I'm finished. I do go up a creek if there's a creek as far as I can, or a spring or a river. Of course, I don't go all the way up a river. I go so far and turn back around. So I may have more than the 1,150. I'm shooting for 1,200.
Oh, that is incredible.
So I've been doing it for about 5 years. This is my 5th year.
And that's the other thing I was going to ask.
Yes.
What made you start this journey?
Well, I bought the kayak, and I want to say that was about 5 years ago. And I'll give River Jim a little plug. River Jim down near Buffalo, Missouri, I forget exactly the little town, it might be Buffalo, lives on the big Niangua, where it gets to be the little Niangua, I guess. Or it's not the little, but it's small. And you buy your kayak, and he puts you in it on the river and tells you if that's going to suit you, and helps you choose your paddles. It's like getting a custom pair of shoes or a tailor-made suit or something. Anyway, he helped me choose my kayak. That's a little side note.
That's awesome.
But anyway, I loved the kayak from day one, so I just kayaked my heart out all around here. Then I got a little bored and wanted to stray a little further. And my husband said, okay, I'll take you in the fishing boat and drop you off at point A. You go to point B. I'll pick you up, take you back. Next time I'll start out at point B. We'll go to point C. Well, when it got to be about over a 30-minute boat ride for him, he said, okay, darling, you're on your own. So now I just load the kayak up on my son's Sea-Doo trailer, and I get permission to launch at a ramp, which has been one of the most challenging things. Actually,
wow, really?
Yes, I get on a satellite map and I look for ramps, and sometimes there's a marina or something, and that may or may not work because sometimes they're too busy if they're a very big marina and it's not safe. Sometimes it's a private ramp, and I find out who the owner is by different methods that I've picked up along the way. Or I reach out to my Facebook friends, and then they'll give me suggestions. I've had people offer their ramp, or they have a private beach and they let me launch on their beach, and that's been really great.
That's nice that the community's supporting that.
Yes, it's nice. So anyway, I find my ramp, I kayak, and typically what I will do, I start at point A, I kayak around, cross the lake, come back, and end up at point A. Sometimes I stay on one side of the lake and just come back, because where it's really wide, it's kind of scary crossing the channel.
Oh, I would imagine so.
Yeah.
You never know who's going to be coming out there and not see you.
Yes, and I don't do it during the week, and I don't do it on weekends, and I don't do it in the summertime in the main channel.
Very wise.
Yes.
How far do you get in an average day?
A minimum of 10 miles, and the most I've ever done was 17 miles. Now, when I say 17 miles, though, that means maybe I could log 15 miles of shoreline, because I had to back paddle an extra 2 miles to get back to my spot. Sometimes I have to back paddle 3 or 4 miles.
Right.
So I always kayak further than I can actually count, and I'm very picky about it, and I'm very honest. I am not fudging my miles.
I don't believe you would. I don't believe you would.
If I'm crossing the channel, that does not count.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you have some favorite stories you'd like to share with us as you've been out on these adventures?
Most of them are pretty boring, but, because I'm just out there with nature a lot of the time. But it's fun to go by and see somebody on their dock and just chat. And sometimes they've heard of me, and sometimes they haven't.
Aww.
I guess one kind of interesting story is, and this happened not too long ago, I was way up in the Osage, like I think past the 60-mile marker. And I stop at a dock. The lady starts talking to me, and the man comes out and he goes, "Are you Yvonne Townsend?" And I'm like, "Well, yes." And I'm thinking, well, he follows me on Facebook, and he remembered my name and my last name. And he said, "Well, are you married to Gary Townsend?" I said, "Well, yes." how does he know I'm married to Gary Townsend? It was a colleague of my husband's. He used to work at Black and Beach in Kansas City, and then I recognized him. And this particular colleague had been in China while my husband was in China for a little bit, and we walked the Great Wall of China together.
Are you kidding me?
And I discovered him at the 60-something mile marker on Osage Arm. Didn't know they had a home there. So that was kind of a story of it being a small world.
Yes, I was just going to say what a very small world
Yeah.
it is, even here at the Lake of the Ozarks.
Right.
Yeah, that's great. When do you project being completed?
I think I can complete it by next year.
Wow.
Because I have, I'm almost to 900 miles, and I hope to get that next week. And it will be up by the dam. And then when I finish that, all I have is part of Grabway Mills, and then I'm at the 70-mile marker in the Osage Arm. So then I have to do that on to the very end.
That's great. And is there anything you'd like to share with the audience?
Oh,
Anything else that I haven't thought to hit on topic?
Well, I'll probably think of something after the interview, but I just want to thank everybody for being so friendly. Everybody here at the lake is so friendly, and I've met so many nice people, and I do remember you. Don't think I don't. I'm pretty good about I might not remember your name, but I remember your face, and I do make notes of who I've met and so on and so forth. And then some of you have helped me out, and that's been wonderful. Offered me water. Margaritas are always welcome. I've 2 or 3 times people have offered me a lift back to my launching point in their boat. Yes, one time there was a couple. I won't mention names because maybe they don't want me to, but I do remember your name. They were coving, and I came by and they said, "Are you the kayak lady?" And I said, "Yes, I am." They said, "Well, do you need a lift?" And I said, "Actually, I do." So they took me back to my starting point, and that was very sweet.
That is sweet.
Yeah, and that's happened 2 or 3 times. So that was very
kind.
nice.
There's some very kind people
There
here.
are very kind people. So thank you to everyone. Even just if you say hello, that's wonderful. It makes my day.
Well, thank you. And I do have one more thing to ask.
Sure.
Is there a favorite, top 3 coves you've been in that you're just like, oh, this is heaven? Besides your own here, obviously.
Yes.
And we will show
yes.
you
And
her cove
this
here
looks
soon.
like a cove, but it's actually the main
Part of the
arm
main
still
arm,
of the big
It
Niagara.
looks like a cove.
Yes. In fact, I've been in coves that are much bigger than this.
Oh, wow.
I really enjoyed, there's actually a cove that's not too far from us, and it had some trees growing out of the center of the cove and some very unusual rock formations, and they almost looked like petrified trees or something. I don't even know what they were. That was really interesting. And going up the Little Niangua, where it kind of turned into a creek in some areas, was really nice. Thank you, dear.
Thank you. She just got coffee and snacks delivered
Coffee
for us.
and
herbal
cookies.
tea.
Oh, herbal tea.
Yeah,
Wow.
peppermint herbal tea. Would you like a?
I'm great, but thank you. So yeah, well, I thank you so much for allowing me to come and see your beautiful home, and we're going to get some shots of you doing what you do best.
Okay, thank
All right.
you for coming. I appreciate it.
Yes.